Hey guys, it's Heather with Haven Real Estate Group, and today I want to talk to you about my second seller tip for getting ready to sell your home, and that is prepping your home for market. So I heard a quote that I really resonated with that said, buyers decide in the first 8 seconds how they're going to feel about your home. Maybe not consciously, but definitely subconsciously in the first 8 seconds, there's like a yes or no. So the first thing I want to suggest that you do is pull into your driveway, get out of your car, and walk into your house like a first-time buyer who's never seen it before. What in the first 8 seconds are the things that jump out to you? And then that can kind of help you know, here's where I could make a few changes to make a better first impression to someone coming to see my home. A few low-cost, high-return tips that I want to give you for getting your home prepped for market are: 1, to repaint and clean the walls. You don't have to do this, obviously, but putting a fresh coat of paint or even just touching up your existing walls and giving them a wipe down, especially if you have kids, can really make the space feel fresh and clean. The other thing I want you to consider is, what is the state of your landscaping? We for sure want the lawn to be mowed, but do we need to do some weeding? Do we need to pull some things out? Now, you're not trying to win an award with landscaping here. You don't want to spend a ton of money, but you definitely do want it to look clean and healthy and cared for. The other super important thing I would suggest that you do is, now is the perfect time to depersonalize your home and declutter. And I'm sure your home is lovely and you are cozy and happy in there and it's been so beautiful for you. But it's not your home anymore. You're trying to get it ready for someone else to enjoy and find their space and joy in. So you want to think super minimal when it comes to this. Sometimes I tell people to depersonalize and declutter and they take like 3 things off of a shelf. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like 50%. Empty out your closets 50%. Anything you don't absolutely have to have, get rid of it, and that'll create some space for the staging that we're going to do later. The other thing you might want to consider, depending on the price point of your home and kind of where you're at in the equity exchange, is if you have some old appliances, it might be a good time to swap them out for shiny new ones. Because it can be, the kitchen is such an important room in the home, and it can be a real deterrent to especially a first-time home buyer who isn't going to have a lot of cash to continue to spend after they make this home purchase, to think, oh gosh, now I'm also going to have to buy a stove, and I'm going to have to buy a refrigerator, because these things look like they maybe don't even work. And that can just make your house feel expensive instead of like an easy, yes, this can work for me, which is what we're going for. The last thing I want you to think about is, what's the condition of your flooring? If you have hardwood floors, that's awesome. They could probably use a little refresher. And so just for a few $100s, you can have someone come in and buff and shine and just get those floors looking great. It's definitely worth the investment to have carpets cleaned or even replaced. If they're really old and worn, this is a great way to make something feel fresh and new and clean and like it's ready for the next buyer, and they're not really just moving into someone's lived in, you know what I'm saying, space. Anyway, those are my tips for getting your home ready for market. If you have any questions, definitely reach out to me, and I hope you're having a great day. Thanks. Bye.